Following on, this is to run parallel with the Daf Yomi. This is the Tosefta. We're in Sanhedrin, Perek Het, so chapter 8. Any Sanhedrin in which there are two who know how to engage in argument, in which all of them are suitable to listen, is suitable to be constituted into a Sanhedrin. If there are three, it is average, and if there are four, it is one of wisdom. The Sanhedrin was set in the shape of a half of a round threshing floor so that the judges would be able to see one another. So the patriarch sits in the middle, and the elders sit on the right and the left. Rabbi Elazar ben Rabbi Tzadok says, when Rabban Gamliel sat in session in Yavne, my father and one other were at his right, and elders were at his left. And on what account does one sit in rank of age at his right hand? Because the honor owing to age. 3 rows of disciples of sages sit before them. The most distinguished in the first row, the ones second to them in the second, and the ones third to them in the third row. From that point forward, there was no fixed right. But whoever got there before his fellow into a space of 4 cubits has acquired the right to sit there. The public officers, the accused, the witnesses, those present to prove them perjured, and those present to prove the ones who prove them to be perjured themselves to be perjured, stand at the outer row near the people. And they do not have to ask who is the defendant, because they set him in a position second to the chief witness. Why did they say so? So that the witnesses should not say, we saw him running after his fellow with a sword in his hand. The victim ran in front of him into a shop, and then the other went after him into the store. We went in after them and found the victim slain on the floor, and a knife in the hand of the murderer, dripping blood. So now lest you say, if not you, then who killed him? You must be admonished that this is not valid evidence. Said Shimon ben Shattach, may I not see consolation if I did not see someone run after his fellow with the sword in his hand, and the pursued man went before him into a ruin, and the pursuer ran in after him, and then I came in right after him and found the victim slain with a knife in the hand of the murderer, dripping blood. And I said to him, you evil person, you killed this one. May I not see consolation if I did not see him run in here? Either you killed him or I did. But what can I do to you? For your case is handed over to me. For lo, the Torah has said, at the testimony of 2 witnesses, or at the testimony of 3 witnesses, shall he who is on trial for his life be put to death. Deuteronomy 17, verse 6. But he who knows the thoughts of man will exact punishment from that man. He did not move from the spot before a snake bit him, and he died. And man was created one and alone. So man, meaning, I think they mean Adam, was created one and alone. And why was he created one and alone in the world? So that the righteous should not say, we are the sons of the righteous one. And so that the evil ones should not say, we are the sons of the evil one. Another matter, why was he created one and alone? So that families should not quarrel with one another. For if now that man was created one and alone, they quarrel with one another, had there been 2 created at the outset, how much more so? Another matter, why was he created one and alone? Because of the thieves and robbers. And if now that he was created one and alone, people steal and rob. Had there been 2, how much the more so? Another matter, why was he created one and alone? To show the grandeur of the King of Kings, blessed be he. For with a single seal he created the entire world, and from a single seal all those many seals have come forth. As it is said, it is changed as clay under the seal, and all these things stand forth as in a garment. Job 38, verse 14. And on what account are the faces not like one another? On account of impostors. So no one should jump into his neighbor's field or jump in bed with his neighbor's wife. As it is said, and from the wicked their light is withheld, and the strong arm is broken. Job 38:15. Rabbi Meir says, the omnipresent has varied the appearance, intelligence, and voice. So appearance and intelligence because of robbers and thieves, and voice because of the possibilities of licentiousness. And man was created last in order of creation. And why was man created last? So that the minim, so the heretics, should not be able to say there was a partner with him in his work of creation. Another matter, why was he created last? So that he should not grow proud. For they can say to him, the mosquito came before you in the work of creation. Another matter, so that he might immediately take up the doings of religious duty. Another matter, so that he might enter the banquet at once with everything ready for him. They have made a parable. To what is the matter comparable? To a king who built a palace, dedicated it, and prepared a meal, and only afterward invited a guest. And so Scripture says, the wisest of women has built her house, Proverbs 9, verse 1. This refers to the King of Kings, blessed be he, who built his world in 7 days by wisdom. She has hewn out her 7 pillars, Proverbs 9:1. These are the 7 days of creation. She has killed her beast and mixed her wine, Proverbs 9:2. These are the oceans, rivers, waste, and all other things which the world needs. And afterward she has sent forth her maidens. She cries on the high places of the city. Who is simple? Let him turn in hither, and he who is void of understanding. Proverbs 3, verse 4. These refer to mankind and the wild beast.